Welcome to episode 26, Swishes Hits and Kicks, baby. It's a Wednesday. It's been a week. Um, Honestly, super busy week. This isn't going to be the longest episode, but I'm like, man, I have so much to talk about. I got so much to say. The easiest thing is, I told y'all we was going to win. I called it, man. I told you. Now, did I say I was going to bet? No, I didn't say I was going to bet because, let's be honest, that's a tough bet. Basically, the Ravens were plus 10 to beat us. But I told y'all we was finna win. Anyways, let's talk about the NFL week two. The Bills beat the Dolphins. The Dolphins, Tua. Let's talk Tua real quick before we go too further. Tua got another concussion. Personally, I think Tua needs to stop playing football. I know his coach didn't want to talk about it. I believe Tua now is like, no, I'm not going to even consider it right now. But like, if I'm his family, if I'm a real friend, I'm telling him, man, you just got paid. You just got paid like a guaranteed amount of money. You're young. You can still do a lot in life. I would never play again. Now, maybe that's why he's where he's at, and maybe like where I'm at. You know, I still love my life, though. My life is sick. I ain't concussed. But if I was him, I would totally I'd be done playing. Like, you're getting concussed on every big hit. Obviously, there's something up with his brain where he, like, his body, his nervous system, like his muscles, they seize up. Like, I don't know. If I was him, I would never play again. But we had the Dolphins beating the Bills, the Bills beating the Dolphins because the Dolphins are trash without Tua. The Saints killed the Cowboys, thank God. But I like Derek Carr. I never wanted him gone from the Raiders. It makes me sad to how good he's doing, but happy for him. Bucks beat the Lions. Packers were able to put away the Colts. I don't know what's going on with the Colts, right? Anthony Richardson ain't looking like he's it. The Jets were able to pull it out against the Titans. Niners lost against the Vikings. The Vikings, though, right? The Vikings? Whoa. Seahawks were able to beat the Patriots. Commanders beat the Giants. Giants are trash. Let's see. The Chargers beat the Panthers. The Panthers right now are looking like the worst franchise of all time. They gave away all these players and picks to get Young, right? To get Bryce Young. And now you're going to bench him? Like, it's not his fault, I think, completely. I think the biggest issue the NFL's having, and obviously, like, not every quarterback's like this, but I don't know why we're putting the pressure on all these young guys to come out and play right away. They're paying them so much money, which I don't think a rookie should get paid as much as they are. Like, you're a rookie. You haven't proven squat. And now, you know, he's benched. Like, he's to blame. Well, you know what? A little bit I can see why he's to blame. He ain't the guy to, I don't think he's ready. I don't think he's prepared. There's a crazy stat I saw about passing touchdowns. I don't know if anyone else saw it, but there is this crazy stat right now about, like, passing touchdowns that they've basically went down almost every year. And like this season, I believe like we're only at like 70 passing touchdowns altogether right now. Like, to me it's a really interesting stat. To show, like, and by the way, like, this is a passing league, right? This is a passing league. You know, but like the quarterback play has been terrible. Yeah, okay, so look, let's talk about they were talking about week 1. That's what it was I saw. They were talking about week 1 NFL passing, and like 2019 they had 61 passing touchdowns, 2020 was 52, 2021 61, 2022 51, 2023 37, and 2024 was around 33 before that Monday night game. It's pretty bad, and the scores were only really the touchdowns are only really doubled. Like, passing is terrible in the league right now. I believe Tom Brady said it best that the position play at quarterback is really poor. We're making all these young guys go play quarterback, the hardest job in sports. right? Is to being quarterback in the NFL. You're leading the team. You're running the offenses, and I just don't know how. Like, obviously, Bryce Young's not ready. Now, benching him, okay, but like, it looks like the complete blame's on him when really it's on their coach and the owner. They've been trashed for years. They might be the worst franchise in sports. The Browns were able to get it done against the Jags. My Raiders obviously beat the Ravens. Yeah. Cardinals put a whooping on the Rams. The Steelers were able to get the win. Fields is 2-0. Chiefs barely pulled it out against the Bengals. And the Texans were able to beat the Bears. Caleb Williams does not look good. He's looking real bad. And the Eagles lost it to the Falcons. But let's look at week 3. I'm going to call wins and losses right now. Tomorrow night, we got the Patriots and the Jets. I think the Jets pull it out. Then we got the Giants and the Browns. The Browns all day. Packers and the Titans. I think the Titans finally get a win. The Bears and the Colts. The way the Bears have been playing, I think the Colts might get their first win. Texans and the Vikings. I'm going Texans. I think the Texans are going to be able to pull it out on the Vikings. Eagles, Saints. Let's go with the Saints. Saints got a hot hand right now. Jalen Hurts is iffy, you know. Steelers and Chargers. I think Pittsburgh and Fields are going to pull it out on the Chargers. Broncos are going to get their butt whooped by the Buccaneers. The Raiders, we are going to thump the Panthers. Bet on that one. We're going to thump the Panthers. The Dolphins are going to take the L against the Seahawks. The Ravens are going to pull it out and get their first win, I believe, against Dallas. The Niners are going to be able to pull it out against the Rams. The Rams don't look great. I think the Lions are going to bounce back on the Cardinals. And I think the Chiefs are going to dominate on Atlanta and those Monday night games. We got a doubleheader. It's nice. Jags are going to lose again to the Bills. And I think the Commanders are scheduled to lose to the Bengals. The Bengals are going to beat them by 7.5, what they say. I don't think so. I think the Commanders are going to pull it out. Shout out to Ricky. Yeah, we need that quarterback play to step up, man, or like, maybe just start paying these running backs more because they're kind of holding it together for everybody. Really quick, I want to talk about UFC 306, UFC Noche. I watched the card. It looked visually awesome. It looked great. There was a couple fights where I was blown away by. Rodriguez and Osborne was amazing. Ribovics and Zelubar, amazing fight of the year right there. Raul Rosas opened the card. Gee wee wees. He did. He won. I don't think he should get a top 15 opponent. I think he gets slaughtered by a top 15 opponent. Man, Brian Ortega, my goodness, that good dude can take a beating. He's going to lightweight, though. So Diego Lopez, though, I think if I'm them, Diego Lopez either gets Volkanovski or a title shot. But the co-main and main event, man, were so boring. Alexa Grasso, I don't even know. Like, she showed up and didn't do squat. It was pretty bad. And she was like the Mexican champion on the card. She got dominated by Shevchenko. She looked like she didn't train wrestling whatsoever. And then Merab beat Sean O'Malley. Boring. Pretty boring. Pretty boring fight. Sean put it on, like, started to finally do something in the 5th. And Merab won, which kind of sucks for the division. Like, Merab's not a fun, entertaining fighter. And there was something I heard recently I thought was really interesting, that all these boring wrestlers or grapplers in MMA, especially UFC, they all try to do this crazy fun persona outside of the octagon because to make up for their boring performances. And I believe that, like Henry Cejudo, like honestly Bilal, like they're not the most exciting fighters to watch, but outside of the octagon, they try to up that with a persona. UFC Noche, coolest looking UFC card of all time. One of the worst pay-per-view cards, honestly, of all time. I wasn't blown away. Like, if they would put what they're going to do for UFC 307 in the Sphere, that'd be the best card of all time. And I'm going to go over this card really quick. Just a few of the headliners, because this is coming in 2 weeks. I'm not really going to mention that fight night with Moicano versus St. Denis. Good fight night as far as, like, the main event's concerned. Everything else is kind of whatever. But in a few weeks, we have Alex Pereira versus Khalil Roundtree. Amazing fight. It's going to be fun. Fireworks. Pereira's going to show why he's the top dog in UFC in general, not just the light heavyweight division, but I believe a star power. Biggest star they got right now by far. Then Raquel Pennington is going to go against Juliana Pena for the women's bantamweight championship. Wonder Boy, Joaquin Buckley. We got Jose Aldo, Mario Bautista. Roman Dozell, Kevin Holland. You got Kyla Harrison on the card against Ketlin Vieira. Carla Esparza is supposed to fight. OSP, you got Court McGee. It was supposed to be Aljamain Sterling. Aljamain Sterling got hurt. He was supposed to face who is it? Evolov. But that card's going to be amazing. Football's kicking butt. And to be honest, like, life's busy right now. I might put up another episode. I'm hoping to get this one out because it is a lot shorter. It's probably going to be 12 minutes max, not even. But I'm hoping to get another one out this week. I want to talk a little wrestling, a little WWE, a little AEW, a little movies, entertainment. But just don't have it today to be able to do it. Obviously, I have it in here and I have it in here, but the watch don't have it. Love y'all. Let's get it. Swishes Hits and Kicks, episode 26. Follow on all social medias. Go out and get it. Instagrams, yeah. Instagram mainly and YouTube. Let's go with that. Instagram and YouTube. Go follow. TikTok, you don't stop. TikTok, you don't stop. Love y'all. Love it. Leave it. Bet I can't. Nah, I ain't way. Bye.